Hey there, welcome to video 2 of the free Kajabi course. In today's video, we're going to be talking about settings in Kajabi. If you're interested in checking out the full Kajabi free course, you can find the link in the description box. Also, if you're interested in more such marketing tutorial videos and digital product videos, then don't forget to hit subscribe to this channel. So let's get into it. In this video, we're going to be looking at the settings tab and the different kind of settings you can set up before you start building your pages and your products. So the first thing that we're going to look at are site details. So site details is basically your main Kajabi hub. So you're going to fill out the name of your Kajabi hub. So if you're using Kajabi for your regular website as well as products, this could be your business name. If you're using Kajabi only for your product or membership site, this could be a name for your membership site. So I'm going to name this after one of my courses, and I can change this as well. So I'm just going to call this Marketing Tech School. And again, you can use a custom domain. We will talk about it in one of the later videos. Your email, you can update your phone number if you want to. Currency, you can have a default currency. The home page, so this is basically uh, once you create a landing page, if you're using Kajabi for your products, or when you create a home page, you can come back and choose that home page here, which will basically be your website page. Or if you want to take people directly to the store, you could use show the store. And if you want the link so this is for this link, right? This one. So if you want this link to directly go to the login page, you can use that. Generally, I would suggest, so if you're using Kajabi for your website as well, you would generally use the home page. Otherwise, you would use the landing page of a particular product or your signature product or offer, or you would just use the store. So I'm just going to say show the store for now. Branding, here you will add your brand logo. Again, if it is for a particular offer or membership site, you could add a logo for that. And you could also add a favicon here. So favicon is basically this blue thing that you see for Kajabi, which is basically Kajabi's logo. That is the favicon, and you have the required dimensions here. The color palette, so here you can add your brand colors, because this is a color palette that will be visible when you're choosing a particular color. It'll be easier to just pick it from the palette. So you can add your colors here itself. Like you can just click here and just change the color to your brand color, for example, like this. You can add your own headshot here for the instructor headshot. You can add your name here. And then you could add a title if you want. So I'll just call it course host. And here for scripts, so if you're using Google Analytics or if you're using Facebook ads for this particular page or your entire Kajabi website, this is where you're going to add those paid scripts. So anywhere where they tell you to add a page script in the header section, this is where it will go. Your Facebook ad base pixel will go here. And this is for SEO. So if you're using Kajabi for your blog, this will be important. Even if you're not using it for your blog, for your regular website, it's kind of helpful to look at the different or even the basics of SEO and come back here and update accordingly. So let's say my page title is Marketing Tech School, and I can uh, add this for SEO, learn marketing skills, and then I can add a description based on SEO. So increase your chances or a high paying job or project by learning marketing tech skills. Similarly, so this page image is basically the image that will show up when you share the page in Facebook. So when you share a page on Facebook, there's a small image that shows up. This is what it's going to be. And then you just hit save. So these are your site settings. So these are the basic settings that I think you should set in place before you start creating your pages and products. Of course, if you want to use your homepage, you might create the homepage and then come back here and update the link to your homepage. Let's look at the marketing settings. So you will have to add all these details here. You can skip the address, but generally, if you are targeting people in Europe and all over the world, it's important to have your address because one of the things that's needed when you're using your business to send emails is to have an email address. The next step is the company logo. So basically, if you add a logo here, that's going to show up as a header in your email. So make sure if you want to use it, you're using the recommended dimensions. Otherwise, it'll just look like a huge image in the email. I generally tend to not use images as much as possible in emails because sometimes uh, emails with huge images or a lot of images tend to end up in the promotions folder. The next thing is email settings, which is basically, uh, from where are your paid users or from where is your audience receiving the email. So you can add a reply to email option, and this should be your uh, business email, and you can so this is something that's released today as of me recording this video. Earlier, you couldn't customize the from email address in Kajabi, but now you can. So you can change this email address so it says that this email has come from shweta@shwetadawar.com. Let me change this to marketing text code. And you can have two separate emails for the from and to email address because sometimes you don't really use this email to respond to people, so you might use a different address when it says reply to. So anyone who replies to an email that they're receiving, you will get that response over this email address. So just hit save. And you can use the default time here. So if you're setting up an email or a broadcast sequence and which is not going out immediately or which doesn't have a time set, the email will go out at the time you choose here. So I'm just going to make this 12 p.m. PST. Save. So these are our marketing settings. Let's go back and look at our payment integration. So again, if you are using Kajabi for selling your courses or memberships or anything, if you're collecting payments, you need to connect to your payment gateway system. So you can connect it to Stripe, which is the recommended one. If not, you can connect it to PayPal. So if you don't have a Stripe account, you can click on I don't have a Stripe account and you can create a free Stripe account. You will need a bank account to update or to add to Stripe in order to connect it to your bank account. But otherwise, creating a Stripe account or creating a PayPal account is free. Once you've created these accounts, if you don't have them already, you can connect them using these buttons, and it's pretty straightforward. For Stripe, it'll ask you to log in into your Stripe account, and it might ask you for the API key or the developer key, which is available in Stripe under developers, and similarly for PayPal. So these are the payment integrations. The next is third-party integration. So if you're using a third-party platform for anything, so if you're using Aweber or MailChimp or a third-party email service provider, for example, ActiveCampaign, you can just turn this on and you'll get these details from your ActiveCampaign account. Similarly, for ConvertKit, you can get the API key from your ConvertKit account. If you're using analytics, if you're using Google Analytics, you could add your Google Analytics ID, which you'll get from your Google Analytics account. You can add that here. Facebook Pixel, you can add your Pixel ID here, which you'll get from your Facebook Ads Manager. You can connect Zapier as well, which helps if you want to, connect uh, connect to platforms that are not available for a direct integration. And again, they also have a ClickFunnels integration. If you're using ClickFunnels to build your sales page and then sell a product that's hosted inside of Kajabi, this is something you can use. So that's it in terms of settings, and I will see you in the next video.